Start our warm up. All right, so we'll start with some marching. About 45 seconds to a minute of this. All right. In just a few, we'll get going with our first two things of cardio. All right, first one, we're going to take it a little bit slower, and then we're going to speed it up like we do. And this one, we're going to take a step back into a lunge, not go super deep, and twist on over, okay? Don't have to go crazy deep into this lunge, just enough so you're getting your core warmed up and your legs warmed up. Arms are moving here as well. They're twisting over your front leg. Great. All right. Let's march. Quick break, and then we'll go on to our second thing of cardio. Going to be doing another twisting motion, kind of like our twisting lunge. We're just going to go a little quicker because we're just isolating the core. All right, so hands up by your head, and you're going to just twist over, going a little quick. Core is tight. Awesome. All right, let's march. Okay. So moving on to our strengthening, starting with the lower body. And do some RDLs. 45 seconds of this one, okay? And this, we're just gonna kind of scrape down our leg until we feel some stretching back in our hamstrings and come up. Just feel down and come up. Squeeze the glute on the way up. All the way down and back up. Got 15 more seconds. Make sure you're squeezing that glute. One more. Perfect. 30-second marching break. And then we're doing our three-way hip. So we're doing all three directions, both legs. 30 seconds each way. All right. If you need to hold on to something for balance, go ahead. But we're going to go ahead and start kicking out forward right leg. 30 seconds. I challenge you to not hold on to anything today. Use that other leg to help stabilize you. About to change directions. Here we go. Out to the side, same leg. Okay, awesome. 30 more seconds before we take our break. Kicking back. One more. Perfect. All right, let's march. So I got the other side to do, and then we'll do our cardio again. All right. Let's go ahead and get going. Kicking forward, left leg. All right, let's go ahead and kick out to the side. Should definitely be feeling the burn. All righty, last direction, kick back. Almost there. Awesome job. Okay. Let's march, and then we'll do our cardio. So we've got those twisting reverse lunges. Again, not going super deep. Just try to make these a little quick and make sure core is getting engaged. Okay. March it back out. And we'll do our torso twists. Okay. And again, these are speedy, okay? A few more. Perfect. All right. All right. Sticking with the lower body, doing some squats to finish them out. All right. So first are going to be our squat kicks. Then we're going to incorporate a little upper body with our squat overhead press. All right. So let's go ahead and get in squat position. Toes are pointed out. We'll squat down, and then we're kicking out. Squat and kick, just like our cardio, except we're going a little slower and a little deeper. Do one more, both sides. Perfect. All right, let's march. One more lower body exercise. Moving on. We've got a core exercise that kind of incorporates a little lower body, but okay. So remember, squat, overhead, press. So nice and deep, and then punch up. Awesome job. All righty. Okay, down with the lower body. Moving on the core, but first we've got our cardio. Excuse me. Oh, geez, you're getting me bad today. All right. All right. Twisting lunge. Pick up the pace a little bit here. Let's stay safe. A lot of moving parts with this one. All right. Let's march. Timing still. All right. Twisting trunk rotations. Great job. Okay. Core time. All right. First, it's going to be at our desk, high plank angle. We're just going to do some kickbacks while our core is engaged. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and get in position. Make sure you have plenty of room. Out of the way. All right, high plank angle. And what we're going to do to start is just kick back. So you're kind of engaging your glute here too. You can have a micro bend in both knees. And make sure that core is engaged, okay? So we're sticking with one side right now. We'll do both. Awesome. Let's go ahead and march. Quick break. All right, get back in position. We'll do the other leg. Tight core, engaging the glute. Okay, one more. Perfect. All righty. March. One more core thing to do. It's going to be another two-parter, and then we'll move on to upper body. All right, 45 seconds both sides. We're going to do those oblique dips. All right, so hand goes to your head, and we're just going to slide down the back of our leg, and then cut squeeze. Try to use your core to help you come back up. 45 seconds. Great, last one. Let's march. And then we'll do the other side to finish your core up. Alrighty. All right, here we go. Mm-hmm. 15 seconds left. One more. Great. All right. Last quick round of cardio. And then we'll do some upper body and then we'll stretch it out. Okay. All right. Reverse lunge, twisting over. Get a little bit deeper this time. You're stepping back far enough to catch it myself. Okay. March. Then we'll do our torso twists. Okay. Here we go. Okay, perfect. All right, upper body. Got 3 exercises for us to do. First one, we're going to do those shoulder taps. I like those a lot. Just 30 seconds, nothing crazy. No arm circles today. All right, so let's go ahead and get in a high plank position at your desk once again. All right, and what we're going to do is just 30 seconds of taps. Again, try not to rock too much back and forth. Just keep nice, strong back, nice, strong shoulders. Perfect. Quick marching break. All right, next one, we're going to do that fist squeeze with the bicep curl. So squeeze your fists as hard as you can. We're just doing 30 seconds, so it's nothing crazy. All right, so nice, really nice tight grip. And we're going to curl up and back down. Up, back down. Really strong, keep it squeezed. We're almost there. Perfect. All right, march it out. Shake out the hands. All right, last exercise of the day. We're doing those adduction, excuse me. 90-90 abduction. All right. So 30 seconds both ways. All right. So we're going to start goalposts and we're coming down and back up, down, back up, down, back up. Got one more direction with these. After we march. Alrighty. So now we're going to start reverse goalposts, come up. Awesome. Last one. Okay, perfect. All right, we're going to slowly march it out. We're going to skip the last round of cardio just so we get a really nice, good stretch in, okay? It's 30 seconds of this. You can start to bring it down, take nice deep breaths, and we'll do some stretching. All right, perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with our quads, our trusty quads. And for this one, hold on to something. You're just going to grab one ankle and let's stretch out the front of our leg. I do like this one, if you can't tell. Slowly relax. Feel that pull. Or a little longer. All right, you can slowly let it go. We're going to do same thing, other side. Okay, you can slowly let it go. Next, we're going to focus on our calves. So go ahead and prop those toes up on something, and we'll just lean forward, feeling a stretch in our lower leg. All right, go ahead and switch it up, other leg, lean forward. Okay, let it go. Awesome. All right, we're going to focus on our core a little bit here. We're going to kind of interlace and look up, and we're going to do some slight extensions of their back as our fingers are interlaced here. Okay, so you're just going to back. It's really slight motion. Okay, just look up and then come back. Up. If that's too hard with your fingers interlaced, you can always just do that back extension with hands on your hips. We'll do fewer rounds. Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll do sit in your chair. We're going to focus on our lats. So if you can do this, if you have a rolly chair or an exercise ball, whatever you have, it's called a prayer stretch. You're going to do that. You're going to slowly step back in your chair, really stretch out the back here, okay? If you don't have a rolly chair, just do that overhead lat stretch, okay? But let's go ahead and scooch on back if you can. All right, you can slowly come out of it. All right, and the very last one we'll do, just a quick neck